Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a weekend energy reading for the collective. Hopefully, I will be able to get to the individual zodiac signs. I do believe Libra is up next. Unless I'm feeling something different. And I do want to get to Sagittarius relatively soon, and I'm possibly going to do a bonus reading for Sagittarius because even though Scorpio is my most viewed zodiac sign, which is why they got the bonus reading, Sagittarius was a close second in January, I believe. Might have been in February. I can't remember. I think it was in January. So I want to do something special for y'all as well. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. I really hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. This is a mini unboxing in the beginning, and then we're going to dive right into the reading because I have a pink package that I got in the mail today. I went to the post office and mailed out all my subscriber gifts. So anyone who is waiting on, who is selected for these copper wrap stone necklaces from Be Positive LLC, they were gifted to me, and then I picked two and gifted those to two other people. I had the, what is it? The Wild Unknown Archetypes mini version. That Oracle deck was sent out, and yeah, a painting that somebody had purchased from my daughter, which she was extremely excited about. So that everything's all mailed out. I could have swore there was something else. I'm missing something because I had those. Well, no, maybe that was it. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Thank you to everyone who has donated to my channel, big or small, whether you sent me a gift and it's been in one of these unboxing videos, or it's coming up because you just got it off my wish list, or something that you wanted to send me because I love creative things. And I've noticed that not everything I receive is from my wish list. There are just things that people, you know, I don't know, they just feel the urge to get me a certain oracle or tarot deck, whether it's something that they created themselves. So if there are any tarot decks or oracle decks that you created and you would like me to showcase them, let me know, because Jennifer Aquarius Tarot had sent me the Pink Divine Love Oracle, and of course I'm advertising it every time I use it. So if that's something you're interested in, bring it on, baby, bring it on. And I'm going to also gift out my new oracle decks as well, and I have some upcoming, you know, ways to win the two new oracle decks that I've created, and I will discuss that in a different video. But thank you for your donations, big or small, you know, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, no matter how you send it. And for joining me over on Patreon. Any denomination, you can increase it, decrease it at any time, and you can cancel it at any time, so it's absolutely no obligation to you whatsoever, and it helps me out tremendously. And thank you to all of you who have gone over to Patreon relatively recently, and for those of you who stuck by my side even during my break, because I had about 100, no, I take that back. I had about 30 Patreons who had stayed, even though I wasn't uploading any content during that break before I came back last November, December. So you guys are the true heroes, seriously, the unsung heroes of YouTube, if you will. Anyways, I feel like the energy this weekend is going to be kind of, I don't know, I feel like my spirits are going to be lifted. So if you've been kind of down in the dumps, if you've been lonely, or if life has just thrown you curveball after curveball, you've been really busy, because I kind of feel a hectic schedule, like I got a lot going on. Yeah, some of you are working multiple jobs, so you don't just have one job, you might have two or three. I feel like I have a lot of responsibilities, and I have no time to relax. I have no me time is what I'm feeling, and I kind of feel like this weekend would be a good time for you to make time for yourself, or you're going to notice that the energies are kind of calming down, so you can recenter and regroup and come up with a new game plan, so you're not as stressed out on the regular. That's not for all of you, but that's for some of you. I kind of feel like I'm happy, like there's going to be a positive shift coming for a lot of you, and I feel like it's a personal thing. So it just could be an energetic shift where you go from being kind of to, okay, I got this, you know, I can handle this. I'm just happier overall is what I'm feeling. Hell, even if we just go out and go shopping, buy one thing, it could be small, go get your nails done, go get your hair cut, just doing something for you, even if it's going to the dollar store and getting a cheap face mask or Walmart or whatever. We don't have to go all fancy pants, you know, and just sitting at home taking a nice hot bath, bubble bath, maybe a spiritual bath. Throw some salt in there, Himalayan pink salt or something, some sage, some rose petals, you know, and just kind of I just heard effervescent. But anyways, you know, just wash away all the stress, all the bullshit, basically. Let that just swirl right down the drain, and then you'll be all refreshed and revitalized when you get out of the tub. Slap on that cheap mask and just let your face thank you. Even if you're a dude, you know, a lot of times men think that that's too girly, but you know what? It feels good. It makes your skin feel good, and it's not just like soft feeling. It's almost like when you put Noxzema on your face, that minty, like, ooh, it wakes you up. That's what face masks do. So it's not just a woman thing, I'm just going to say. But I just feel like take some time for yourself. You will thank you later, is what I'm feeling. But I feel like some of you are going to be getting good news this weekend, possibly from a love interest. But even if it's not from a lover, which some of you are legit going to hear from a love interest, or at least an option in love, I feel like it's someone you want to hear from. You will hear from them over the weekend. And this is going from today, March 19th, to March 22nd, which is Monday. But the energies can always exceed that. It's like a 4-day period. So whenever you watch this, within 4 days, this energy could be pertaining to your situation, if it's making any sense. But yeah, I do feel like a lot of you are going to be receiving a long-awaited message from someone that, you know, you haven't heard from in a while, and it's going to boost your spirits. It's almost like when you want to give up on a person or situation, this is going to give restore some faith in the situation. So where hope is lost, hope and faith will be restored, is what I'm feeling, especially in the love department. But I feel like some of you are actually going to be making some money over the weekend, especially if you own your own business or if you do anything on the side. I feel like it could be because, especially in the United States, the third round of stimulus checks are coming out, and I know some of you still haven't even received, you know, the second set, and I feel like money's coming in when it comes to that, but that's probably what's revving things up for entrepreneurs. So if you're a tarot reader, you might be getting a lot of personal readings coming up because people are getting, you know, some disposable income coming in. So it's like, ooh, now I have a little extra money. I can buy that reading for myself, or they want to buy that product that you're selling. They might want to buy your oracle decks, your tarot decks, because they have extra money. Whatever you're creating, it could be your artwork as well. I just heard writing, so some of you are selling something. Do you write vows for people, like wedding vows? Because I almost feel like I write scripts, like ghostwriting, so I don't know if any of you do that or if you're interested in that. So if you enjoy writing, that might be something to look into as well, being a ghostwriter. So you basically are the brains behind the scenes when it comes to speeches. And you know what's funny is I seriously feel like, and I don't even know, I mean, if you can think it, then it could happen, or people might want it. With ghostwriting, I almost feel like, because it's making me go back to Cliff Notes, you know, when you were in school, whether high school, college, whatever, people would write essays and you could like basically use their work or the rough outline of whatever they've written, so they're doing the work for you, most of the work anyways. They're doing the research and all that shit to make it easier on you. But with ghostwriting, I'm kind of getting love notes, love letters, So if you're romantic at heart and you can like really spill the sap on paper, if you know what I'm saying, I almost feel like there are people who will pay you to write love letters to their love interest, because a lot of times I hear this from guys a lot, and there are some women that have issues, you know, coming up with the right words to say, and I feel like they would pay you or pay someone to write love letters for them. And all you'd have to do is just get, you know, intimate details about that person, their situation, and you just kind of go with the flow with it. You know, maybe I should do that. Do you guys want me to write love letters to your lover? I'm a good writer. You know, just go on my community tab or on my website and you'll see some of my work. Just saying. I don't know what I would charge just yet, but you can buy a love letter. I'll write you a love letter. I feel something like that. That's so funny. But anyways, we're going to see what's in this pretty pink package. It's all about pink for some reason. Are you a Barbie girl? Because I'm feeling like one. And the card on the top of this deck is autumn, harvest, fruition. Something's coming to fruition. It's harvest time, baby. I know it's not autumn, but I feel like maybe this situation, something significant could have happened in autumn, or you or your love interest have a birthday in the fall season, or the beginning of fall is what I'm feeling. But I just feel like that's a significant time frame for you and your love interest. So something happened last fall, last September, August, into October area, that time frame. But I feel like the seeds might have been planted at that time, and now it's time to harvest. It's time to pick the fruit. It's time to reap the rewards of all the waiting, of all the manifesting, of all the work and energy that you've put in to not only yourself, but this connection. So I do feel like some of you are definitely going to be hearing from your love interest, but I just feel like this weekend is all about you. So there's going to be a lot of things, like you could be reaching certain goals that you had. You could be achieving those goals. Reaching certain milestones is what I want to say. So it's like a time to celebrate for you, which is beautiful. It's harvest time, baby. So if that money's coming in, do something nice for yourself. Don't go cray-cray. Don't, you know, drain your bank account or anything. But, you know, we only live once. Don't just have it sitting in there for the oh shit fund, you know, the rainy day fund, which is always good to have. It's good to be practical and be prepared for, you know, upcoming events, you know, the what ifs of life, because it always sucks when we're unprepared for that. But I mean, going out and buying yourself a new shirt, or getting your hair done, or just doing something that you want to do, or just picking up that tarot deck that you've wanted for a while, getting that personal reading like I've already said, just do it. You know, do something small for yourself, whatever you can afford. I need to take my own advice with that too. Like, I definitely put myself on the back burner a lot. I think it's a mom thing, and I know I've been that way my whole life though. All right, so let's see. Dun dun dun. There's nothing else in here. I'm just kidding. It was an empty package. You know, wouldn't that be really weird if that happened one of these times? I have no idea, but it's in a white sheer little baggie, little pouch. Kristen McDowell Hay, All Things Intuitive, the founder of All Things Intuitive. Her email is, I'm assuming she created this, yep. Kristen at allthingsintuitive.com. We are totally using this. There's her, oh, I wonder, it's shop our store on Etsy, etsy.com/shop/allthingsintuitive.co. I don't know if you can see that. That's easier, but with the lighting, oh, there we go. There's her information, if you can see it. I was just talking about advertising for people, small businesses, and if you have any tarot decks or oracle decks that you want me to showcase and use to show everyone how they work and just how wonderful they are, I will gladly do that. And she sent me, All Things Intuitive sent me Messages of Love oracle cards. I have never heard of these, so we're going to see. But, you know, for some reason, I have a funny feeling that there are other readers who have this oracle deck. And I've probably seen it before, so let's double check. Because All Things Intuitive, yeah. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know what this was called. Thank you so much, Kristen. I'm assuming you're the one that sent it to me, but check her out. She is amazing. And I don't know how many other oracle decks or tarot decks she has created, but Hunty, as they say, I don't know. I saw it on some beauty channel, Hunty. Anyways, I'm all about this. Yes, I wanted this oracle deck so bad. I didn't know what it was called, and I'm telling you, manifestation works. Prayers work. I didn't even tell anyone. And bitch, she found me. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Remember this. It's these. They have those look like cherry blossoms to me, and I have a tattoo on my foot of cherry blossoms, and I can't remember the reader. Oh my gosh, I gotta start remembering these people's names. But she uses this oracle deck all the time, and I'm like, what is that? I really want to know what it is because I want to buy it. Well, now I don't have to buy it because it was gifted to me, and I'm so happy. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. This is a beautiful deck. I mean, look at the back. It's just, and they're thick. Like, these cards are very thin. They shuffle awesome though, like from Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. I do love the way that those cards, they handle well. And these are similar to the way that my tarot decks are manufactured. It's thicker, but they have a sheen on it, so they're kind of shiny at the same time. They're heavy duty, so, but yet light at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but they handle really well. I am super excited. Yes, we are totally using these today. Thank you so much. Again, remember, it is Kristen McDowell Hay, All Things Intuitive. Check out her Etsy shop, because I'm sure some of you were in the same boat as me and was like, where do I find these beautiful gems? Well, now we know. So I'm going to save this baggie for something else down the line, because it comes in a cute little box. And, you know, my oracle decks that I'm creating, I want to put them in a box, but all mine are coming in a velvet bag, like my Willow's Wisdom Oracle, which maybe I'll use that today too. It's in a purple velvet bag, and my newer ones are going to be in black velvet bags, but I just don't have the proper Adobe whatever to take the box design and make a box. I do want to have a box for one of them though. Maybe that'll be an upgrade to the oracle deck. I just want to get them out, because ultimately, who cares about the box anyways? It's what's inside that matters. So, all right, so let's see what's going on for this weekend. Yay! I'm so excited. All right, I am going to burn some more sage. I really feel like it's all about you this weekend. Good things, good news is coming in as well. I feel like your manifestations and your wishes some of them are coming to fruition. I mean, seriously, I was just talking about that. I was talking about advertising oracle decks, and then I get another one in. So I'm serious about that. Any of y'all want me to showcase your stuff? Bring it on, baby. Because I'm going to gift some of my oracle decks to just lucky subscribers, but I'm also going to gift them to a couple of them to some different readers so that they can showcase mine as well. You know, I'll do it for them and they can do it for me. You send me yours, I can send you mine. You know, I can always work it out in an email if that's something you're interested in doing too. So let's see, where do I want to start? I'm going to start with Willow's Wisdom Oracle. This is my very first oracle deck that I created. It only has 2 images, but it's got my wisdom inside, you know. All the sayings were thought up by me. It's all written by me. All my cards are. But the photography in the prequel to Our Love, that was done by me. Any of the editing, like Photoshop editing and the real life photos. There's some pictures of my ugly mug in there too, just so you know. I figured why hire a model when I already have some cute pictures anyways. Not all of them, but there are a few cards with my face on them. And it's my Oracle deck, so I can do whatever I want. It's like, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. It's my Oracle deck and I'll put my face in it if I want to. And then the other one just has the same images, just different colors, and it's like what your person wants to say to you, which I will advertise the second I have them in my hands as well. You're only as stable as the ground that you walk on, which is so true. Okay, well, we have a couple. So before I start yapping, a goal is only a dream if you don't take the steps needed to achieve it. I was just talking about achieving some goals, like finally reaching certain milestones in your life. So I kind of feel like some of you are worried about your stability, your financial stability, and I feel like things are going to be picking up, especially if you own your own business or if you're doing anything on the side, especially creative. I do feel like it's going to pick up for you. You're getting closer to reaching your goal, and some of you are reaching a milestone or achieving a goal this weekend because you got out of the fantasy land, you got out of the dream state. You weren't just plotting and planning and thinking. You were, you're putting pen to paper, you're taking action on the things that you want to achieve in your life. And I feel like you're going to be, not only is whatever you're working on going to be well received by others, I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised by the outcome of what you attain from your hard work and dedication. So I do feel like a lot of you, that could be where the stress was coming in. I have a deadline. I want to get this done because I have other ideas, other projects that I need to start working on. I can't just put all my time and energy into one thing. And some of you were, splitting up your focus on working on this project, that project. You had a bunch of things going at once. And I kind of feel like, while that's all well and good, you realize that I'm never going to finish anything if I don't just get focused. So I kind of feel like you put a few things on hold and you're hyper focused on one project at a time, and that is why you're achieving your goals, because you're finishing shit. And money, make it rain, baby, make it rain, and money is going to follow. So whatever these ideas are that you have, keep going, keep doing what you're doing, because you will be rewarded. A chance encounter will change your life if you allow it. I feel like this has to do with your love interest. It could also do with business too, because I feel like you might run into somebody, or like when it comes to networking, you might communicate with somebody who could raise you up, who's going to help you out. And it's not a handout type help out. I feel like if you're trying to get your name out there, a product out there, no matter what it is, I kind of feel like you might just happen to run into somebody who is, they do networking for a living, and it's like, oh, I can get your name out there. Do you want to, I'll do this favor for you if you do this favor for me. So it's kind of like a trade-off, because it's like I can't afford to pay a company to blast my name or to, promote me or this or that or whatever. And you just happen to run into somebody who does that for a living, and they're going to help you out, give you a leg up. I just feel like some of you, when it comes to business, you're going to run into somebody who's going to help you get something launched, get something off the ground, and it's going to be on a pretty big scale. I just heard worldwide, so it definitely is going to be promoted online, which, I mean, most businesses do that anyways, but I feel this in love. I feel like we've been heavily thinking about our lover, and I feel like you might run into this person out of nowhere. It's like you haven't spoken to them. You've had to distance yourself, especially emotionally is what I'm feeling. And I feel like you're going to go somewhere. It might even just be a convenience store, I got to get gas, run in to this little corner store and boom, there's your person. For some of you, this is somebody brand spanking new that you're going to run into when you're out and about, whether it's at a store or you go out to get a bite to eat. I almost, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing somebody standing in line waiting for their order, waiting for a sandwich, whatever the hell you ordered, and you're just kind of looking at your phone and there's someone behind you and this person's going to start talking to you and you guys are going to connect as a chance encounter. For some of you, you know this person. For some of you, it's your love interest. But for most of you, I feel like that's someone brand spanking new and it's a good prospect. Because it says a chance encounter will change your life if you allow it. So if you're hyper-focused on, not hyper-focused, if you're waiting on your love interest to come in and nothing's been going on with that, this new person might come in and you might go, well, I don't really want to move forward with any other options because I still have my heart set on so-and-so. What I feel, this is my best advice, and I kind of feel like Spirit is saying this as well. What harm can it do to get someone's number, to talk to them, to get to know them? Because I feel like it could be a confidence booster, hey, get a free meal out of it, go out to dinner, do something fun. Because just because you're waiting on someone doesn't mean you can't live your life, doesn't mean you can't talk to other people, you know what I mean? So this chance encounter could change your life if you allow it. I feel like it could be a new friend, Nobody says that you have to fall in love with somebody new. It's a new friend. Someone is hiding their true feelings. It's time to remove the mask. I kind of feel like when it comes to your actual love interest, who you've been waiting on, because I really do feel for a group of you, you will hear from this person. They have been hiding their feelings, and I kind of feel like this chance encounter might even happen online for some of you, where someone's going to come in and finally express themselves at least a little bit because they're realizing that they have to take action or they could miss an opportunity. Yeah, leap of faith. You are ready for a new adventure. Throw caution to the wind and fly free. Somebody is going to take a risk is what I'm feeling. They've been hiding their feelings for a hot minute. Whiskey dreams are only found at the bottom of a bottle and tend to fade away come morning. So be wary of drunk texts. And I do have a card in here that says that. But I feel like somebody heavily thinks about you when they're drinking. And everything seems easier when you have a buzz on. It's like you lower your inhibitions. Fear kind of goes out the window. And it's like I can openly say how I feel, what I want, whatever. I can move forward because I'm at ease. And then the second you're sober, or your love interest, because I kind of feel like it'd be the other person. But, this happens to anyone who drinks. They might just need that liquid courage. I almost feel like when they're sober, fear sets in again and it's like, oh crap, why did I say that? So just be careful. Yeah, just be careful of that. Don't allow fear of the unknown to hold you back. Yesterday was once unknown to you, but now it's known today. Yeah, somebody is allowing fear to hold them back, which is why they're withholding their feelings and they haven't moved forward up until this point. But I feel like now or never, let's take this leap of faith, because that's the Fool energy. Someone might take that leap of faith when they've been drinking, but I don't feel like they're going to retract. They're not going to take back what they say to you this time, especially if they did that in the past. So, use caution when it comes to this person, especially if they approach you. Like you're all excited, they're finally talking to you, and then you're like, oh, you've had a few beers. Okay, great. Keep that in the back of your mind. Like, don't get your hopes up too high, but I kind of feel like your hopes aren't going to be dashed this time. I feel like they're just going to continue on. It's almost like they just need that liquid courage to take the first step to get over the first hurdle, is what I'm feeling. But it's almost like history repeating itself to you because you've dealt with this in the past, and it's like, All right, you've overshared your feels before when you were a little tipsy, and nothing happened, you know. You kind of ran away when you were sober because you kicked yourself in the ass for saying whatever you said. I don't want to do that again. It's not going to happen again. I strongly feel like this person is going to finally get their head out of their ass, basically. So let's see. We're going to use the Pink Divine Love Oracle first. Whoops. I'm making a mess with all my cards. And we're going to get a little bit more information on each of these. I like using tarot and stuff, but oracle cards are my favorite. Like, I always look forward to that when I'm watching a reading or when I'm doing a reading myself, whether it's for myself or for you guys. Like, the oracle part is always my favorite. And this reading is going to be strictly oracle cards. I'm not even going to use any tarot because I think it will be more interesting. Somebody is having a hard time opening up. It's like, I don't know. They don't know, they don't know what first step to take, basically. Like, they got to get their foot in the door. They need to say hello. And they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to approach you is what I'm getting. Hold on. Because I'm being told to split the deck. Take one off the bottom for the overall. Rainy days, painful feelings, tears of sadness. Somebody is sad without you. You're only as stable as the ground you walk on. I feel like your love interest is going through something right now. Something happened in their life. For some of them, they could have experienced a loss. Some it's on the minor side of the spectrum. You know, they lost a little bit of money. They could have went out and gambled away a little bit of money and they didn't come out on top, you know, something minor. I don't feel like it would be a lot, but it's enough to make someone go, oh crap, I shouldn't have done that. So they're a little mopey Joe, especially if you're dealing with an earth sign, because they really, they like their money and they don't like to lose, I'm just going to say. But I just feel like this person lost something. And for some of you, they experienced a bigger loss, like the loss of a loved one, like a grandparent or a close friend of theirs is what I'm feeling. But I feel like this friend or family member is older, like over the age of 60, I'm gonna say. I just heard too young to die, but they had a full life, if that makes sense. If that is your person dealing with that or you. So somebody is a little sad. And I almost feel like that could be, for some of you, that could be the driving force for them to come towards you because you're very comforting. And it's not that they're looking for advice. They just want somebody to vent to, somebody to talk to. And that could be the foot in the door for this person. And that might also be why they're a little intoxicated, because they're in a saddened state for whatever reason, because it could be different for everyone. But there are some of you out there where your love interest has lost somebody in their life, is what I'm feeling. If your lover was in a karmic relationship or in a partnership, I feel like that went bye-bye, and it did sting. It's almost like, I feel like this person wasn't happy. They didn't really want to be with that person anyways. They knew it was coming to an end, but it's still like, when the end comes, it still kind of hurts. So I feel like this person is a little sullen because of that, if they got out of a karmic situation, because they weren't the ones to make the choice. They didn't take the leap out. Whoever they were dealing with slammed the door in their face. So it's kind of a pride thing, you know, like, I wanted to leave you, but you left me first, kind of energy. So they're a little butthurt about that. But still, that's another driving force for them to come towards you, because they see that you're doing well and that you're happy, and they miss talking to you because you haven't spoken to this person in a little while. Some of you have. You talk, it's kind of flaky communication. It's on and off. Like, you know, you guys check in with each other once in a while. It's nothing grand, nothing to write home about, if you know what I'm saying. But for others of you, you haven't spoken to this person at all, and they're going to come in because they're experiencing a loss of some kind, whatever that is. All right. Ooh. not listening, inconsiderate, always thinks they are right. With someone is hiding their true feelings, it's time to remove the mask. I almost feel like they weren't listening to themselves. They weren't listening to their intuition in this situation. They weren't listening to you either, for the longest time is what I'm getting. This is kind of know-it-all energy, if I'm being honest. It's like, I'm right and you're wrong. I need to do things in my own time, which is totally fine. You know, we all need to do things in our own time when we're ready. And this person definitely wasn't ready to move forward in an adult relationship, you know, where true feelings are involved and they have to be mature about how they handle the situation, how they move forward in love. This person wasn't ready for that. And I feel like that's kind of why they were hiding their feelings. I feel like you felt ignored, or you do feel ignored by this person. If you gave them advice about a karmic situation or just about anything in their life, I kind of feel like you felt like it fell on deaf ears because this person's a know-it-all. Like, they don't take advice from anyone else. So when they do come in looking for comfort, it might shock you a little bit because they didn't want to hear anything you had to say before, is what I'm feeling. So there definitely is a shift here within that person, definitely. Yeah, transformation. Through pain and tragedies, I rise up like a phoenix rising. Yeah, they're transforming this situation. You weren't being heard before. They weren't paying you any mind. They weren't listening to you. They weren't taking your advice. It was like talking to a fucking wall with this person, is what I'm feeling. And I feel like the reason why they weren't really listening to you, they weren't letting you in, is because they do have feelings for you and they were too afraid to express it. But this person with rainy days is experiencing a loss of some kind. A loss. Through pain and tragedies. There's something painful is happening to this person or just happened to them, and they don't feel heard. You're the only one who listens to them, and I feel like they want to come in and talk to you. Clouded, misunderstandings, judgmental, and confusion. They don't know how to come forward. They want to transform the situation between the two of you. It's almost like you don't realize what you have until it's gone. So they took you for granted. They took your kindness for granted, is what I'm feeling. And they want to change the situation. They want to transform the dynamic between the two of you. They want to clear up any misunderstandings that have happened between the two of you. Some of you, this is an ex of yours, but for most of you, I feel like it's a love interest, and it's just somebody that you didn't think it would move forward because they just didn't seem invested, and now they want to be. But I feel like they think that you're not going to listen to them now because they think you're going to treat them like they treated you. And they're really confused, like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know how to change this. I don't know how to transform the situation. And I don't want it to be too late. I don't want to lose you before I even have you, kind of energy is what I'm feeling there. So someone's really going through it. They're missing you. And I feel like that's probably why they're going to reach out to you. The leap of faith. Soulmates. Soul contract. Divine union. Leap of faith. You are ready for a new adventure. Throw caution to the wind and fly free. They're realizing, they're having an awakening. They're realizing that, that you're their person. That they want you to be their person, that they want to be with you because there's something about you. You're different. You stand out. You're sweet. You know, you're so sweet that one taste of you is going to give them diabetes. You know what I'm saying? And that could have scared them, like, because they don't feel as sweet as you. They don't feel worthy. But, you know, sweet and sour is always good. It's a good mix. So maybe you can sweeten them up, and they'll kind of sour you out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be sickening sweet. Does that make sense? That's the balance. We have your sweet ass over here and their sourpuss ass over here. And together, you're going to be a delicious Sour Patch Kid with sugar all over it, you know? But they're realizing that through your differences, you're a lot alike in many ways. And no matter what, this is definitely a sign, I'm going to say. What was I going to say? And no matter, I don't even remember. I don't know. I don't remember why I was going to say, and no matter what. Maybe it'll come back to me. But this is a total... if this isn't a sign or a synchronicity, I don't know what the hell is, because I'm always talking about rainbows, and you're the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow and all that. And if rainbows are a symbol for you in this connection in your love life, or just for you in general, then there you go, baby, because we have rainbow under soulmate. Bad vibes clearing up. So it's the sunshine coming out to clear up the rainy day, and it makes the rainbow. This person, you're the sunshine in their rainstorm, and they're going through a stormy time right now because we have rainy days. You can't make this up. If a card of sunshine came through, especially for you, I'd be like, holy crap, I'm just saying. So they're going through it, and together you guys are going to make the rainbow, because I feel like you brighten their day, and they're going to take a leap of faith towards you because they're having some type of recognition. They want to be with you. It's like, but how do I do this? How do I do this? Because it was unrequited love prior. It wasn't matched. Not the same anymore, lost the spark. I don't feel like you guys lost the spark. I feel like with unrequited love here, I feel like this person was having a hard time opening up. They just felt like they couldn't, and now they want to. Even though it's difficult, it's like you're worth fighting for, is what I feel. I just feel like you guys weren't on the same page. You both shared the same feelings, but only one of you was open. The other one wasn't, is what I'm feeling. But now I want to be open with you. They're still kind of hiding it because they're afraid that this information is going to get into the wrong hands. So it's like, I want to come in and talk to you. I want to tell you how I feel. I want to let you know that I think you're my soulmate too, and you know, how do we do this? How do we start this? I kind of feel like for some of you, they're coming in this weekend to have this conversation with you, and it's going to really boost your spirits. Just gonna say, it's gonna boost theirs too, and get them out of this rainy day bullshit. Where was I going with that? But they don't want this information to get into the wrong hands, so they don't want an ex of theirs or the karmic. If there was a karmic or an issue with a karmic on your side or their side, they're afraid that if that person finds out, they're going to cause problems or bring drama into your life. And I feel like that has been holding them back for a hot minute. So that could be something else that they bring to your attention. Maybe you already know about it. Loyal, trustworthy, reliable, honors you. This person does honor you because you are trustworthy, you are loyal, you have stayed loyal to them. I feel like even though you're single, because I said that with a chance encounter, you know, live your life, you can still date and meet people and make new friends and whatever. I feel like you haven't. I feel like you have stayed 110% loyal to this person. You have kept to yourself, and maybe you've talked to people here and there, but you haven't really dated. You have not met anybody else in a romantic sense. Oh, that's a game, whatever. I don't really care. And they know that they can trust you, not only because of that, but I feel like this person has shared secrets with you in the past, and no matter how mad you've gotten at this person, you never shared their secrets. You know, you kept that shit between the two of you. So I feel like I can trust you with my feelings. I can trust you with this information. Unlike anybody else. They want to share something with you. And it's not only their feelings. I feel like they want to express themselves, but there's something that they're dealing with that's weighing heavy on their heart and on their mind. And they have nobody to talk to. Nobody listens to me is what I feel like. I feel like I'm all alone. But they know that you will listen to them. Or they're hoping you will anyways. Spoiled, taken care of, comfortable. This person wants to spoil you, and I feel like that could have been part of the problem between the two of you, because this is falling under whiskey dreams are only found at the bottom of a bottle and tend to fade away come morning. I feel like this person has high expectations of themselves, like especially if you're dealing with an earth sign, because they're all about the material realm. They're not all of them are materialistic, but I feel like the way that they show their love is is by providing for you, you know, paying your bills, buying you gifts. It's tangible objects. I feel like this person has been struggling financially, and, you know, in fantasy land, they want to spoil you rotten. They have all these high hopes and all these dreams, like, I want to do this, I want to build a house with you, I want to buy you a 10-carat diamond ring, I want to, you know, a lot of it's very fantastical. Some of it is, you know, could happen down the line, but I feel like it makes this person sad to know that they can't give you what they think you deserve. And you do deserve all that shit, but what they don't realize is you don't need all that shit. It's nice to have, it's a beautiful gesture, but that's not what love is, and you're okay not having that stuff. You're okay not being spoiled. You want to be spoiled with hugs and kisses and love notes. I was talking about that before, you know, maybe your person, hey, cross-watcher, do you want me to write your person a love letter? $20, I'll write the love letter for you. Just email me. But it's things like that. This person wants to spoil you rotten, and they feel like they can't. They might not be able to right now, but I feel like down the line, cha-ching, I feel like they'll be able to. So, you know, just spoil them with love and affection and time and attention until then. You're just very special to this person, and they feel unworthy. And they have felt that way for a while. They feel like they can't give you what you deserve, ultimately. And it's funny how some people think that way, because you don't care about that at all, is what I'm feeling. Lovers, you're my jam, close bond, and friends. You could have stayed friends with this person. I feel like I'm falling in love with my best friend, is what I feel like. So that could be the fantasy aspect of this too. Like, we're stuck in the friend zone. How do you move out of friendship land into lover land? Like, I feel like you're more than halfway there anyways, because you're already friends. You have that beautiful foundation. You guys go together like peanut butter and jelly, you know? You're a match made in heaven. It's a very innocent vibe is what I'm feeling. I feel like this person, you know, wants to make you lunch, you know, pack you a lunch with a little love note on it, or, you know, take you out to breakfast. I feel very sweet energy with this, or that's what you would do with them. That's just how you roll in relationships. You take care of your man or your woman. You spoil them with your time and attention and affection, is what I'm feeling. And you might be able to teach this person that, like, it's not about things all the time. You know, things are nice to have, but we don't need it, you know? So I kind of feel like you guys are going to show each other different, because you have different love languages. I feel like you're going to teach them your love language, and they're going to try to spoil you as much as they can. Just make sure they don't break the bank, because this person doesn't have as much money as they appear to have, because I feel like they might act like they're balling. You know, they're a high roller, and they're really not, and they're only doing it to impress you because they want to spoil you. So just make it known that you appreciate everything that they're going to do for you when they do it for you, because it is coming, is what I feel. But let them know that they don't have to break the bank. They don't have to put themselves in debt to shower you with shit. It's a nice gesture, though, if you know what I'm saying. Yep. They want to spoil you rotten. Queen, boss babe, independent, and strong. This is how they view you. Together, you'll be stronger because you're strong independently. I feel like you are a little stronger than this person, especially when it comes to, like, loving yourself and having boundaries and stuff. I feel like this person is still kind of learning how to do that. But they value you. They know that you're a boss babe. Like, you got it going on. Some of you are entrepreneurs. I just feel like you have goals and you're attaining them. Like, you're achieving shit left and right. And this person is in awe. Like, wow. Like, you are powerful. You're a badass bitch. And I admire you, is what I feel with this card. They just want to build a closer bond with you. I feel like once I'm in, I'm all in, and that was terrifying to this person, and they know this about themselves. The second they make the decision to share their feelings, there's no going back. And they do have a lot of insecurities and trust issues sheltered off, and that's why they have been so sheltered. I mean, every card that I get goes right along with what I'm saying. So, from the Messages of Love Oracle cards, dun, 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 by All Things Intuitive, keep that in mind. We're going to just pull a few cards and see what it has to say, because I don't know if this is what they want. I don't think this is what they want to say to you. Let's just see what's going on with them in this situation. Obstacles. They're trying to overcome obstacles to get to you. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement, which is what I was talking about, because we were talking about rainy days. This person's really going through it. This person could be going through the dark night of the soul, and I kind of feel like I want to lean on you. I need help. This person does need help. So that might be the driving force for them to come towards you, because you are the queen bee and you got it going on. Male, female, doesn't matter. And it's like, how do I transform this situation? How do I move forward? I screwed this up. I feel the connection. You know, you are so powerful. You are so strong. Can you help me get through this? I want your help, but yet I don't want to show you how weak I am. You know, I'm not weak. I'm strong too. And they feel like if they share these low vibrational feelings with you, that you're going to look down on them. But actually it's going to have the opposite effect, because it's showing vulnerability. And I feel like with them letting you in like that, it's just going to deepen your bond. It's going to deepen your bond. So cross watcher, keep that in mind. Unless that's you, you know. They're just going to value you more when you open up. So, because it could be flip-flop, vice versa. Right now at the bottom of the deck, we have abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. I'm telling you, you're getting what you want, because shit's getting real. Ooh, mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. You gave this person time and space, and I feel like through this sense of rejection, through not getting what you want, you've actually attained more, because you're getting more things that you want, because you're doing it for yourself. And I feel like it's kicked you into high gear and pushed you in a very positive direction. I feel like if you were codependent before, you are no longer codependent, is what I'm getting. Like, you have mastered this lesson, and that might be what is drawing this person towards you too, because they know it's like you've already gone through what they're dealing with. So it's like, can you give me any tips and tricks on how to get through this kind of thing? I don't know. I feel like your love interest, this could even just be a close friend of yours that could turn into a relationship, especially if you guys develop this close bond through this icky time, because this person's really going through it. It's either your love interest or just a friend that's going to turn into more, because I feel like this is moving into a relationship and you guys are in the friend zone. But I do feel like it's someone that you wanted to be with, that you kind of felt like it wasn't, there were too many obstacles in your way, because this person is dealing with a lot. They're at their breaking point right now, because they've experienced a very massive loss. Something major is going on in their life, or it's coming up. I just heard it's already happened. So it's something that they're just processing, and they can't seem to get past it. They just want you to be a shoulder to cry on, ultimately. But this person doesn't want to feel weak. So I think that's what's confusing them. It's like, I know I should talk to you. I know you'll listen to me. But I don't know how to talk to you, because what I need to share with you makes me look like a bitch. That's what I feel. Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection, which is probably why you guys are so drawn to each other, and why you guys are pushing through these obstacles. It's almost like, I feel like with this person, you're actually overlooking certain things. Like, there are certain things that they've said or done to you in the past, that if anyone else would have done it to you, you wouldn't have let it fly. You would have been like, go fuck yourself, I'm never talking to you again. But you have this soulmate, this soulmate connection, this past life love connection with this person that, I don't know, you have more sympathy for them for some reason, and I feel like it has something to do with that soul connection. You're putting up with way more than you normally would. And that's why you let them come and go, is what I'm feeling. Because it's almost like one day you'll see. Hopefully it's not too late when you do see. I feel like this person already thinks it's too late, but it's not. They hold you in high regard, baby. Like, high regard. Anything else? I fucking love these cards so much. I was so excited because I didn't even know what they were called, and boom, they showed up. I love handmade stuff. I can't... Ugh. Soulmate, again. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. And that's what I just said. You're putting up with more bullshit from this person than you would have with anybody else. You would have told anyone else to kick rocks. But this person is just so intertwined into your heart space that you can't let them go. I mean, seriously, soulmate, and past life love, abundance. You guys are going to push through this. They're your motherfucking rainbow. It's just been a rough road, and I feel like it's blue skies from here on out. You're going to get a message of good news this weekend. I do feel like this person isn't in the best headspace right now. They are coming in with good intentions, but their energy's off because they're really going through it. They're sad. This person could be dealing with anxiety, depression. I feel like this is somebody who doesn't want to cry even when they're by themselves. So just the fact that they're going to be even a teeny tiny bit vulnerable with you, take it and roll with it, because they don't do that even with themselves. They're not even open with themselves. It's like men don't cry mentality, whether it's a male or a female. I just feel like I'm going to suppress and suppress and suppress my feelings, but they are going to share something with you, and I feel like it's going to be extremely difficult for them because just talking about this subject matter makes them want to cry.